Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat day here in Israel. It's time to God. It's time to pray. Amen. Shalom everyone, hear me again, Jenny, a caregiver / vlogger of Israel. I want to make a short video about Shabbat here in Israel. So today is Friday. People greet each other, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, and Shabbat Shalom. So I want to show you what the Israel people are doing during Shabbat. So I want to show you something. You see? A two lighted candle. You see? This candle, all people here in Israel, if you go here, or if you are here, people, each houses here are lighting a candle during Shabbat, Friday to Saturday. The Shabbat, or Yom Shabbat, or Shabbat Shalom, start from Friday, 7 in the evening when the stars are seen in the sky, or in the sky, yes. 7 Friday, 7 evening. So until Saturday, 7 evening. So only 24 hours, the Shabbat here in Israel. There are a lot of the Bible verses that's said about the Shabbat. So, I'm sorry my background. So I want to share you the Shabbat here in Israel. You see? It was lighted by my employer, and he say a little prayer about this candle here. So Shabbat here in Israel, people are greet each other, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Friday 7 evening until Saturday 7 evening. So it's natural here, it's culture here. And what I want to share you more about Shabbat. There's a lot of Bible verses that talks about Shabbat. So I will give you only one, but there's a lot. Remember the story when God created the heaven and earth? Remember the story in Genesis? God said in the 7th day, God rested. So the first day, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, God created slowly the heaven and earth and the animals and the plants, in the story in Genesis. So in the 7th day, my employer is here. Aba, ani medaberet, beseder. In the 7th day, God rested in the 7th day. So God give a commandment to the people of Israel, not only Israel, I think all the world, that in the 7th day, I rested. So you must be rested, to give a rest for the soul, for the spirit, for the body, for the mind, in a time for God, because there are a lot of Bible verses, I think 5, 6 Bible verses. So I don't memorize the other Bible verses. And God said also in some books in the Old Testament that you must to rest in the 7th day. That also because I created the word in the 7th day, I rested. So inside the 6 days, you must to finish all the work. The work in the school, I'm sorry, I'm wetting because it's very hot here in Israel. You must to rest the way I rest also. When I created the heaven and earth, you must also rest. God said like that. So this two candle is lighted by my employer. And then after he lighted, he put a prayer also, of course. Every Friday to Saturday. So tomorrow he will light again another candle and he will say a prayer. So all houses here in Israel are doing like this. All houses here. If you come here, And also, I remember Shabbat also command God about Shabbat that I read in the Bible, but I forget exactly the Bible verses. I will put it here in the description down below. Please do click the in the down part. You can see a description down below. My employer, and you can see there a description about the Shabbat Bible verses. So I don't memorize everything, but I will include all the Bible verses down in the description down below. Please click down below. And another thing is I want to tell you, employers here. I remember God say also, do not travel during Shabbat. Do not travel. And God wants people stay in the house and pray and be with the family. And most of the time, give this Shabbat is for me. God say like that. This Shabbat day is for me. It's for me. Because 6 days, because there is 7 days in a week, right? 7 days in a week. So 6 days you must finish everything you must finish. Work, everything. So please don't forget to click and check the description down below. I will put all the Bible verses about Shabbat. So, and another thing I want to share you what's here in Israel during Shabbat, Friday to Saturday, 7 evening, Friday until Saturday, 7 evening. Here in Israel, if you work in Shabbat, it's different day. Why it's different day? If you work in Shabbat, you will be paid, or you will get the salary more than the other day, because it's Shabbat, it's for the God. So here is different from other country, from Philippines and other country. America is different. Shabbat is very holy, a very holy day. Holy. Because here Shabbat, if you work, you get paid. If you work, you get paid more than money. You don't know? So here in Israel, either you are foreign worker or Israeli citizen, if you work in Shabbat, you don't believe, you get paid more money. This is what I like here in Israel, because Shabbat is different day. Because Shabbat in Israel, if you read the Bible, Shabbat, the people of Israel, either the foreign worker or citizen of Israel, are not allowed to work. But you know what I mean? Some other people, you need to work in Shabbat. So if you work, it's different money. It's not money from your salary. Salary is different. Shabbat salary is different. So most caregiver here or foreign worker here, they like to work in Shabbat because it's a different money. It's a different salary. Aside from salary, this is different. Shabbat, we call it here Shabbat kesep, or Shabbat money, or Shabbat salary. So Friday to Saturday. And another thing about Shabbat, why it's very holy, because God's command the people of Israel and also the foreign worker not to work in Shabbat, because God said this Shabbat is a day for me, a time for me. I give you all the time to work and finish whatever you need to finish for 6 days. 6 days. But because I created the heaven and earth, the plants and the animals, and you people, Adam and Eve, for 6 days. God created the heaven, God created the ocean, God created light, the moon, the darkness, and everything. But in the 7th day, God rested. So God also wanted the people do the same, to rest in the 7th day. The Jewish people is different. It's Friday to Saturday, Friday 7 evening until Saturday 7 evening. So after Saturday 7 evening, the Shabbat is finished. And another thing I want to share with you about Shabbat, here in Israel, during Shabbat, you don't believe. You don't find a public transportation. No train, no car, no... Yes, there is car, but private car. But there's no autobus, there's no public vehicle, no transportation. So if you walk here during Shabbat, Wow, it's very quiet. You don't believe. Very quiet. But most people here, foreigner or foreigner and foreign worker and Israeli, most of them, they make party, they make barbecue, they travel. But if you read the Bible, God do not allow to travel during Shabbat. You don't know, during Shabbat. So Christian people, I'm talking about Jewish. Now I'm talking about Jewish, Christian people. Christian people, Shabbat is Sunday. Saturday to Sunday. This is the like Shabbat in Christian, like in my country in the Philippines or any other country in the world. But here in Israel is different. So Jewish start rest day Friday to Saturday. You know what? If you walk, it's very quiet here. It's very quiet. So people, I say it again and again. People greeted here Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat. All the people there greeted each other Shabbat Shalom, and most men here are going to synagogue or Bet Knesset in Hebrew, synagogue, or church for the Jewish people or church for the Israeli people. And another thing, if you walk, I remember I was work before in Neve Shenan. It's still inside Haifa. I worked there. You don't believe. During Shabbat, you see many Israeli men wearing it's different prayer clothes. It's different. If I have time, I will show you the picture here in this vlog. They walking in the street. They go to the synagogue and pray. And Shabbat is a very quiet place. Quiet time. Very quiet day. So most people here are now some caregiver here are preparing the food for the Shabbat, and it's different way of celebrating Shabbat, because I'm already 4 years here in Israel. No, I'm going to be 4 years, not yet 4 years. During Shabbat, Friday night, don't believe, the table, she have a lot of food there, and there's a special bread like that. I show you in this vlog. Like that bread, and there's the men of the house will light the candle like this, and they will sing Hebrew prayer, Hebrew song, but I don't understand, it's not English. And there's a small plates, and they put melach or salt, salt there, and the bread or the lechem, bread is Hebrew, bread is English, lechem is Hebrew. He will pinch a small piece of bread, and he will dip in the salt like that. And they will pray, and all the people on the table are singing and praying. This is the Shabbat here in Israel. And the men of the house, for example, I'm a caregiver. I work with the family. Friday here in Israel, the Isha or the wife, Isha is Hebrew, wife is English. The wife, she cook food for the family. And the table, they will put a white tablecloth there, and she put all the food there, Of course, there's no kasir or pig. It's not allowed to eat pork here. Muslim and Jewish or Israel people are not eating pork, only Christian. So they put a cloth on the table. They put two light candle like this, and she put all the food and a small plates of salt and special kind of bread like that. And they will sing, and they will stand. They will sing, and they will pray. And the men of the house or the husband of the house, he will pinch a bread and he will dip in the salt, and all the people on the table, they will eat the bread. This is different day here in Israel, and all the time like that, Friday to Saturday, all the time, every Saturday, every Friday to Saturday, every like that. And are some places here in Israel, like when I went to Zefat, is the place for religious people, or dati, or religious. Dati is Hebrew, religious is English. They are different people. They wear different clothes, and you are not allowed to drive there. But we are being allowed because of my boyfriend is Jewish, so we allowed to drive there in Sefat. You don't believe, it's very quiet place, and most people living there are religious people, and they're very 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 quiet. On all the day they pray, they pray. If you visit their synagogue or the house of prayer for Israeli people, they make like that, like that, like that, and pray and pray, pray like that. So the difference between my country, Philippines, and the other country, Shabbat is very different day. And if you work in Shabbat, it's different money. It's different kesep or money. So most foreign worker here, they like to work in Shabbat. But if you must also respect Shabbat day, because it's the time for the Lord. It's the time for Elohim. Elohim is God in Hebrew. It's the time for Him. And people here read the Torah, the Bible for Israeli. They read like that, like that, like that. Most people here pray, 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 pray. So that's all. So it's very long video now. If you like my vlog for today, please give me a like. If you don't like, you can give me a dislike. And if you're not subscribed yet on my channel, please click the subscribe red button down in the right sound down below. And if you want some suggestion, opinion, question, you are free to send me message here in the shout out or whatsoever what you want, or opinion or reaction. And also violent reaction, you can click down in the comment section down below, and you can share my channel or to your friends and your family to give information. I'm sorry, it's very hot here in Israel. Look, my hair, it's very curly here. It's my hair is very curly. I'm sorry. So Shabbat Shalom everyone, and thank you for watching my vlog. Look, I show you. See? Thanks God.